Hey everyone, welcome to Bistegs TV, your home for mouth-watering recipes. Today we're whipping up a super easy and flavorful pork recipe you won't want to miss. Ready in no time and packed with taste, this dish is perfect for any meal. You'll need pork, ground pepper, garlic powder, soy sauce, calamansi, oyster sauce, cooking oil, garlic, water, a pork cube, and onions. Let's jump right in. First, take your pork and place it in a bowl. Now, add a sprinkle of ground pepper to give it that kick of spice. Next, we'll add garlic powder for that wonderful aromatic flavor. Pour in soy sauce to bring out that salty richness, and don't forget the calamansi for that signature zesty taste. This mix is what will make our pork sing with flavor. Now for the magic touch, oyster sauce. This will give it a deep, savory umami flavor that ties everything together. Give everything a good mix. Make sure all that delicious marinade gets into the pork. Once it's coated, cover the bowl and let it chill in the fridge for at least 1 hour. This is key to locking in all those rich flavors. Now it's time to cook. Start by heating up some cooking oil in a pan over medium heat. Don't rush this step. We want the oil to be nice and hot, just shimmering before we add anything in. The key to getting a good sear on the pork is a properly heated pan. Once the oil is ready, toss in some freshly chopped garlic. You should hear that satisfying sizzle right away. That means the oil is hot enough. Stir the garlic around for about 30 seconds, letting it become fragrant and slightly golden. This will infuse the oil with an aromatic, savory base that the pork will soak up beautifully. Now it's time for the main ingredient, our marinated pork. Add it carefully to the pan in batches if needed, making sure the pieces have space to cook evenly. You don't want to overcrowd the pan because that would steam the meat instead of giving it a nice sear. Let the pork sit undisturbed for about 2 minutes, allowing it to brown and develop a deep, flavorful crust. You'll notice the edges starting to turn a beautiful golden brown. After that, stir the pork and flip the pieces, making sure to get that same sear on all sides. Once the pork is evenly browned, reduce the heat to low, cover the pan, and let it cook gently. This will allow the pork to cook all the way through, keeping it juicy and tender. Don't rush this step. Giving it time to cook slowly ensures you get that perfect texture. After about 5 to 7 minutes, check to make sure the pork is fully cooked by cutting into one of the thicker pieces. If it's no longer pink in the center, you're ready for the next step. Now it's time to bring all the flavors together. First, we'll add in the seasoned soy sauce marinade we used earlier. Pour it over the pork, and as soon as it hits the pan, you'll start to smell that deep, rich aroma. But we're not stopping there. Let's add some water to thin out the sauce just a bit, ensuring it coats every piece of pork perfectly and stays nice and juicy. Don't worry if it seems a bit watery at first. It's going to reduce and turn into a thick, flavorful glaze. To elevate the taste even more, we're crumbling in a pork cube. This will add a concentrated burst of savory flavor that complements the soy sauce and marinade. Stir everything gently, making sure the pork cube dissolves fully into the sauce. Now, cover the pan again and let it cook for 30 to 40 minutes until tender. Keep the heat on medium to avoid burning the sauce and let the magic happen as it thickens into a rich glaze. Now for the final touch, thinly sliced onion rings. These will add sweetness and balance the savory richness of the pork. Let this simmer for just a few more minutes on low heat to bring all the flavors together. The onion rings will soften and the sauce will thicken up beautifully. And there you have it, our amazing pork recipe ready to serve. The pork is tender, the sauce is rich, and the onion rings add a touch of sweetness, perfect with a side of rice or on its own. Just look at that, this is comfort food at its finest. Thank you so much for joining us today on Bistegs TV. We hope you enjoyed this delicious pork recipe. If you did, don't forget to hit that like button, share with your family and friends, and drop a comment below. And of course, subscribe for more tasty recipes like this one. We've got lots more mouth-watering dishes coming your way, so stay tuned. Until next time, Happy cooking from all of us here at BizSteaks TV. Cheers. Thank you.